Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
Good afternoon, everyone. Phil Panarski here with the News 8 Live Desk. Hope you're having a great Wednesday so far. Tomorrow night, we'll bring a lot of fun back to downtown Holland as the 20th Street Performer Series returns for another year. If you're not familiar with this event series, well, have no fear. We're about to learn all about it right now. Thanks in part to our special guest today. We are once again joined by Cara de Alvarez with Downtown Holland. Cara, it is so good to see you again. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, and we got to talk about what exactly the Street Performer Series is. Can you just go over broadly what you guys are bringing to downtown Holland starting tomorrow?
Yeah, so for the past 20 years, the Street Performer Series has really become our signature summer event in downtown Holland. So it's a performing arts showcase where all along 8th Street, along about a 3-block radius, we have 25 performing artists and groups that perform free every Thursday evening from 6:30 to 8:30 for the public. So we have everything from jugglers and musicians to henna tattoo artists, balloon twisters. And it's just a really fun night for families to come out, stroll downtown, and really take advantage of all downtown has to offer.
And I got to ask, this is such a unique experience for so many different people, whether they live in Holland and have been year after year and they get to see all these new performers, or maybe this is the first time they've ever heard of this series. I mean, how did it all really get started? Was this something that downtown Holland really wanted to put on, give these street performers a platform and, give people a really good show on Thursdays?
Yeah, well, back in 2005, the City of Holland and our then marketing director decided to create a street performer ordinance downtown Holland that really provided some guidelines for street performing in downtown Holland, and as a way to really want to attract buskers and performers to perform downtown. And so to spread the word about that ordinance and the invitation to perform downtown, they created the Street Performer Series on Thursday nights. And they put a call out for performers. And I think when we first started in 2005, I think we maybe had 5 or 6 performers. And as of this year, we have nearly 100 different performers that perform on a rotating basis. So over the years, it's really just grown. We've got performers that will be passing through here that'll join the series, or that travel here for the summers that come. We've got performers that have been doing it for 20 years. We have performers that are doing it for the first time this summer. So it's really just grown over the last 20 years into something that is just really neat to experience.
Right, and we're looking at just some of the photos of some of the past performers that have been there. We saw caricature artists. We're seeing a guy breathe fire right now, breakdancing. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of awesome things that people are going to be able to see all throughout the summer, every Thursday as part of this series. But I got to, Cara, are there any specific acts that you really want to highlight and kind of let people know that they will be there on a rotating basis throughout the summer that you really need to check out if you've never seen one of these before?
Yeah, well, you mentioned one of them. Nick May is our fire performer. He does fire dancing, fire breathing. He makes appearances throughout the summer. But really just, I think all of our performers really just have something really cool to offer. And especially for families to come out, kids can get a henna tattoo or get a balloon twisted for them, and their favorite animal or favorite character. So it's really the combination of all of the unique acts that make the series so special.
And as far as these performances go, I mean, are you guys reaching out to these different street performers, trying to get them in here? Are they reaching out to you? I mean, how does that whole work to be able to have as many people as you mentioned? About 100 different people are going to be there throughout the series this summer. I mean, how does that whole process work for you guys?
Yeah, so we always put a public call out for performers via the media, via social media. But we do maintain a mailing list of people that reach out throughout the years and say, hey, I was there last summer. Can you put me on the mailing list? I want to get the application. So it's kind of a combination of both. And the series has just grown. We're really well known for this event. So performers, are aware of it, or they happen to stroll by on a Thursday night and say, hey, I want to do that next summer. So it's a little bit of a combination of both. And all the performers have to apply in our office. We open up the application process in about mid-April. And they have to provide audition materials. We review everyone, schedule them accordingly, assign the performance location. So it's kind of a big deal.
Oh, it's absolutely a big deal. And you mentioned also, Cara, just that, people from all over really come to this event and they see it and maybe they even get inspired and maybe want to be one of the performers themselves. I mean, talk to me really about, is that sort of the hope for an event like this, not only to entertain, but to also maybe encourage or inspire other people to maybe pursue those passions and, give them a way to perform in front of crowds and maybe a lower stakes kind of sense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have teenagers that, have been playing their instruments for a few years, and this is their first time that they ever perform for the public, is out on East Street in front of thousands of people. So it's a great opportunity for new and emerging artists to come down. We had one of our yo-yo artists was here. He was here at our first series in 2005. He went on to win the national yo-yo champion contest. So we've got a lot of performers that kind of got their start at the series, and they have grown so much that now they, don't even have time to come back on Thursday nights because they're just so busy being professional artists, which is really cool to see.
Absolutely. And Kara, obviously a lot of people are excited about this. It all kicks off again on Thursday, and it's going to be happening every single Thursday throughout the summer. But for this very first one, and maybe even the first couple ones or the last one, or really all of them, Kara, what would you say to people to get them out there? I mean, why is the Street Performer Series the thing to do on Thursdays, whether you're in downtown Holland or maybe you're just looking for something to do?
Yeah, I think the Street Performer Series just really encapsulates everything that downtown Holland has to offer. So on a daily basis. So we've got entertainment, we've got arts, we've got a diverse community that comes out. We've got shopping, restaurants, our social district is open. So it's just a great night to really come downtown and see all that downtown Holland has to offer.
All right, couldn't have said it better myself. Kara, thank you so much for stopping by. I do want to remind everybody watching that if you've got more questions on the Street Performer Series, or you want to go ahead and check out a lineup, well, you can find it all right now over on our website.